that assignments for today were the reduction, yeah, of the third species of counterpoints to first and second species. Yeah. I'm going to start with Laura, then Georgios, and then Iris. Yeah, in that precise order. Now let's see. Now this is becoming a tradition. There you go. Now, we're okay. Amazing. Perfect. Okay, so this was the big anthropology with the females, and this is the reduction with soprano. Am I right? Right? Okay. For example, when I see that, I mean, you start with the F, yeah? That's fine. One thing that is not clear to me is why the octaves? Why starting one octave higher?
Just because it's soprano.
Oh, no, but it was not adding another voice. Yes? It was to make a reduction of the same voice of the other.
Oh, right, okay. I've done it completely wrong then.
It seems to me that you had another voice, I think.
Yeah, I did.
But all the same, you followed, that's why I was looking, I was really confused. And then say, but okay, D and E, possibly, yeah. And then go to F, G, yeah. But A has no, has no reason to be there. But C, look. Let's do it. Let's do it together. Yes? First one, go to lower the Okay. So the exercise was to reduce the same first species counterpoint into the previous pieces 1 and 2. Yeah? So I'm not going to do the whole thing, but and also Georgios and Iris can help. Yeah, so you're up. You started very well. Yeah, you start with the octave. The octave is the main sound, is the tonic. So it is the one to be prolonged. We discussed something about that after double neighboring, yes, you can go to another, a note that is not the prolonged note. Yes? But that's a rule. Yes? But let's say that these two notes were the ones they wanted to embellish. Yeah? Now this is when you start seeing mistakes in the counterpoint, in the third pieces, because these two notes cannot be structural because they're on the second and the fourth beat. If you have to embellish one, it should be these two. That's why that's why the exercise. Yeah? And then you will find yourself repeating the same notes. Let's say that you have E, yes, and F, yes, E, F, and this is the same note. E, F, F. You will do this in a second species. Yeah? Do you see the point? Now F and G, yes, this is okay, F, G, but then from F, G, from G, the notes, you see that you have a dissonance, even in the third pieces, that you resolved, yes, remember that the dissonance usually go to the second and the fourth beat. It will ask you to go to the A, actually you went to the A, but in your counterpoint you went to the C. Yeah? So it's kind of you left a dissonance by deep. Yeah? We said something about the 12, which is a diminished. Yes? For example, it is. You have here a beautiful fifth. How would you leave that fifth over there? Would you change it? What's the deal with that fifth?
I would change it.
Sorry?
I would change it.
Very good, very wise. Why would you change it? What's the problem with the fifth?
Because it's diminished.
Exactly. Yes. Careful, Laura, when you have the fifth. It's not just all fifths are okay. There's one fifth that will always give us problems. A fifth that happens between the leading tone, yeah, and which other degree? It is the tritone of every major scale happens between which degrees? Yeah, it is. The tritone happens with the, among which intervals?
So the vast in
No, actually, the degrees it can happen for any voices. Now, in this case, it's happening between the bass and the alto, yes. But any degrees of, I'm talking about the degrees of the scale. When is that diminished fifth happens within a scale, a major scale? Yeah, between which degrees of the scale?
the fourth and the seventh.
The fourth and seventh. Exactly. Yeah, very good. So between the subdominant and the leading tone, always. Yeah, it's not just that it's a diminished fifth. So you have to treat it as a dissonance. Yeah. So and we're not going to get to this because then we should perform. But for example, let's say that these notes should be okay. Which note would be the note? Forgetting about this, by the way. The structural note on the third beat. Here it is.
G and C, I would say.
Which one? Sorry.
G and C.
G and C.
Mm.
Exactly. Structural note would you put here? To the structural note.
B and A.
Exactly. Yeah. And this one, just 1 second.
Have we corrected the first 2 bars, 3 bars?
Well, remember that when we corrected it, yeah, remember last time Laura was on the beginning, it was because it was a storm, yes, and we were correcting her exercise, and she missed this part, yes.
Yes,
This,
the reduction. This, the first, should be a whole E, no?
well, the thing is,
Double neighboring notes.
but you're not, this is a double neighbor note, yes. I mean, then, well, because it's notes, if we forget about the fact that we put 2 dissonances in a row, Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it will be a double neighboring. Yes, because you have the consonants, then you have two notes that they are neighboring. Yes.
Then FA on the next bar. Not FG on the reduction.
Well, then, because the G, yes, it was a dissonance in third beat. Yes, it was. I was trying to make the point in of the dissonance in a beat that it was not supposed to be. So if we put F and then you put two notes, yes, you put it in two notes, but on 2 and 4 with beats, and then the dissonance in the strong beat. So you're supposed to be in the passing note.
Passing to where?
Well, that's why. That's why when you have to, when you're dealing with the third species, you have to deal or you have to think about the previous pieces as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So if you put a dissonant note in an important beat, then at least put it as a passing note. But she didn't go to the A.
But
to the A.
impossible if we have the A on the. But I understand why the A is not the important one if we play twice on the weak ones, but twice.
Yeah, but at the same time, a dissonance and strong beats, that's a winner.
What does the book say?
Don't do it with the strong beats.
No, how to reduce. I'm sure there is. Maybe there isn't.
Well, one of the first rules of reduction is yes, double neighborings. Yes, which in this was in this case. This is okay. Forgetting about that this should have been an F because of the double neighbors here, but this is a typical case of double neighboring that is prolonging. Another case, let me see if I can find it. Oh, this is a prolongation of the note.
Yeah.
This is closed. You wouldn't have prolongation here because it's just linear. Yeah, that's the case. And
there the strong dissonance, you don't count it.
sorry?
There's a strong dissonance as well there. You don't count it.
No, yeah, well, but this is a mistake they got with the third species. This is an exercise of reduction.
No, in the second, build the second line. You cannot see.
Here?
Yes, G, B, A, G, the third bar. There is an A there. Why do we not consider a reducted note?
Because this one goes to the same note.
You would say, but some weak, but is strong dissonance, no? The same applies, no?
Because goes in line with the embellishment of the prolongation of one note. When you have one note and it goes to exactly the same note again, by doing either a double neighboring or a skip of a third and going back. But you go back to the same note. So you are embellishing that note, hence you're prolonging.
Okay.
Okay, well, so, well, I'm not going to go on with this exercise because, Laura, you made actually another voice, yes? But more or less, is that kind of clear?
Yeah, definitely.
let's see if we go to, let's go to Georgios. And then we go to Portuguese. And then if you see, the more you see, exercises of other people, the clearer we get. Yeah. Let's Georgios. Speaking another voice. So you have, okay. So in this case, for example, the E, and then you have a passing note.
That's what I thought. Actually, I wasn't sure about the passing notes.
Mm.
On the 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th bar, I included the passing note, but I wasn't sure for that.
This one.
Yes, the La, the A. I put it there on the reduction. I wasn't sure. Do we consider them?
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what the reduction is and why do we use it and how it affects the normal counterpoint. But in any case.
Well, if you have, let's say you put this, okay? Imagine. You don't put a passing note. Yeah? Would you consider this a good counterpoint?
No.
No. Why
Yes,
not?
but
Why not?
there is a gap there. There is a skip, and what?
Too many skips, you can look to say no, you have skip and then skip down. But if you do this, at least you have a little more variety. No?
Must the reduction be a correct counterpoint?
Yes.
Then I'm not sure what to do on the 3rd bar. Because the 3rd bar is correct as a 3rd species, but it wouldn't be able to be correct on the 2nd species.
Let's see. That is kind of the whole point, yes? To work layer upon layer upon layer. Yeah? To know, the 3rd pieces of counterpoint, which is important. Yes, to work the embellishment, to work the prolongation. But without, not forgetting that the structure, yes, the notes, they still have to be there. If you're jumping around too much, then when you reduce the counterpoint, you're going to see that structurally you're making, too many things. For example, I would argue that this is just a prolongation of A, for example. A, G, F, A.
What did I put? Sorry.
Here.
What did I put before?
Oh, yeah. A and F.
Yes.
So this is actually a first
That's
piece.
okay. The previous one, I don't know.
This one.
Yes.
Now, in this case, I would say, yeah. C is the one to be.
But there is a problem there.
But there is a little
Yes.
melodic problem there.
It doesn't appear in the 3rd species because do step, and then skip.
But if you think, yes, if you from the think, Jörg.
Try.
Let's suppose that, but I didn't tell you. I just told you the rules of the species of the 3rd species. Yes, but now I tell you the next exercise that you have to do. You will have to take into account the 1st and the 2nd species first.
Yes.
You will do otherwise. Yes,
Yeah.
you will do something different.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's the whole point, because when you do the third pieces, you have to build layer upon layer upon layer. Yes. It's when you have, why? Because the whole point of this, the whole point.
So I wouldn't have this counterpoint. I see.
You will do a free counterpoint.
But not fourth species independent.
Yeah.
I see.
Wait, what fourth species?
Like third species. I keep putting. It's very confusing because
Your fourth is 1, yeah.
first species is 1, 1. Second species is 2, 1. Third species is 4. What?
Yeah, I get it.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I get
exactly. So it's look, when you're composing a piece, yes, and this is the whole point. You're composing a piece because you have a lot of notes. You cannot you just forget and not take into account the structural notes. You have to have everything.
that.
Yes.
I understand. It's just that when I was doing this homework, I thought it should be this way, but I had the homework done already, and I had to do deduction on what I had to
But
do.
that was the point of the whole homework.
So
I mean, I
find the
never thought
mistakes.
exactly. Yes, exactly. Because that's why I didn't tell anyone. I said, look, do the exercise, do it. Yes, with
Okay.
the new rules. When you go back, yes, you start to see. Oh, wait, melodically, I don't think that it's working. Yeah, but that was the whole point.
Okay.
Now we're going to do another one. Yes. New one. Yes, just one, each one. Yes, by the way. But you will do the process of first and second, and on top of that, the fourth. The fourth is one, the first piece. Yes, but that's for later. Let's go back. So in this case, in this case you have, I would argue that you have a beautiful second species there.
Yes.
Yeah, second species. Third is one. E, D, C. Then the F would be correct. You have, well, kind of a little melodic problem there, and then you have this correct, it will be correct because it goes back. And in this case, again, yes, you start to notice maybe too many jumps, yes,
Jump and then
or leaping.
that's okay, but then the problem, I guess, is that it goes down by step to B.
Yes, I mean, if you have a leap down, a better option, yes, would have been to go to the D maybe. And
Well,
then in this case, I would argue again that this is the first piece.
yes.
Because it's just a prolongation. It's just a prolongation of the same note. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. E and G. Yes. Correct. That is bordering the F. And then very good.
That was tricky. I thought, which one is more important, the low or the high? Is it E G or is it E C? But I thought we're going up, so I'll go up.
This is more important.
Higher.
But now in the reduction clearly, what's the little problem here? So,
Well, I don't see it. Sorry. The fifth.
well, not so.
No.
No. I think it's not actually a problem. I mean, yes. But
I meant not on. No, I don't even mean that I missed on the previous. Oh wow, I missed the diminished fifth, but I didn't mean that. I meant
yeah, that's why. But that's it from the previous one. Don't worry. I remember
Yeah.
that. But this.
I don't know. Too repetitive.
Yeah.
One time, I can one time. Okay.
He's like, come on, I just broke it at one time. He's like, no, this is Just one time, you just go to jail, or it's one. What are you talking about?
Okay.
No, you cannot do that.
Okay.
But this was again the whole point of the exercise. Yes, when you see that when you have the reduction, you clearly see. Yes, much clearer than this. Maybe you can get lost because they're very notes and too much notes. Here, no, you don't get lost. And again, this is very good. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes?
That's when I thought that I don't want to do a skip and then a step down. I don't want to do do, la, sol. I think that's what I thought, probably. And then I thought, that skip, yeah, to me it's a fa. The F is a more important. Is it right?
I think it's right because fa at least is note in which you pivot towards the G.
Also the parallel eighths, there would be, if it was an A.
That would be a reason, yes. And also F is just, it looks like G and E is just a huge prolongation of the F because of the cadence. So it's
Yes.
A, G, F.
Okay.
It looks like. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, very good. Very good. Yes. But this exercise, don't take it as, oh, okay, do it wrongly. No, it's to think. Yes.
Passing notes, I wasn't sure. That's why I put question mark on all of them.
Well, this, and if you remember the example that we saw in the counterpoint, everything that is scalic cannot be reduced. It stays, yes, as
I
a
left, but I wasn't sure.
No, it's fine. Very good. That's fine. Hmm. Yes, you have that C there. It will be an.
Should the first one, breathe. Should the first as well be FGA, not reduced?
The first bar.
Yes. Can it be reduced or no?
Well,
By the way, is the mistake that I started on the second beat and on the third I put the dissonance
well,
on the free counterpoint?
exactly. Now, if you do F, G, right? Yeah, F, G, right here.
Yeah, I did.
No, I know you did it. Look at it. And you have to reduce to the second species. How would you reduce even more this? You have to put F, G here. And this would not be a reduction.
No.
So that's the point. And if you do the FG,
FA,
yeah, it has to be an A, but no. So that's why, you cannot reduce more than with the F. Yeah, because it's a second species.
maybe I cannot reduce it. Maybe I should put the same thing.
You could, but it's all about, in order to be fair, structure is all about F. It's all about the tonic, right? So that's why we tend to reduce as a second species because it's all about the tonic. Yes, that's fine. You could, but the thing is, here you have a scalic passage going to a note that for me, you have A, B, G, F. It has kind of more sense structurally. because it's to go towards experience. Going to the B here, is that important? They're gonna be reduced?
Mm.
I'm asking.
Mm.
That is what you have to ask yourself. Is that important? It's super important. They cannot be reduced. Yes, because when you cannot be reduced, you need that linear, say, intention to go from point A to point B. That's why you need a scale or a scaled passage. Yeah. So think about it. Yeah. Okay. So in this case, the counterpoint in which you have A, yes, and then the passing note, yes, on the third beat, you're neighboring, yeah, the F here. Next time, try to put the, when you were, again, we're reduced, yes, you see why it's better, not bad, but better, to put the dissonances in weak,
Mm.
yeah, because then it doesn't have much sense,
I can see, yes.
yeah, to do that. Again, if you see A, G, B, A, everything about A, yes, and then you go H, G, okay. Now, in the third speed is something that I didn't say, but this is kind of the beginning of what happens in Bach a lot, which is a um, double layered melody. In Bach, it happens all the time because you could see this A going to the G, or A B and going to the C.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you have in one same line. Yes, I didn't want to add this last week, yeah, or 2 weeks ago. But in the third piece, we start looking at those things. Yes. If someone played Bach, I'm sure you played Bach. You're going to see that tendency that it can go either way. Yes, or at least it's a double layered melody, and you start on the first piece. So this is linear, yes. B. Well, in this case, what do you think? Don't you think that the F has something to do here?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Probably. It's on the week, but probably yes.
Yeah, but you did it before in the previous exercise.
What are the rules exactly? I'm not sure.
It's not it's a specific rule for reduction. Look, is if you put if you do this F is kind of comprising, covering, introducing, let's say, this instead of just a third down to the G, because it has a little more movement. Wouldn't you do that, for example, if you're dealing with first and second species? Wouldn't you do that? Or just B flat? If you're in second species, yes, if you have to, if you're playing something, or composing something first and second, would you do this? Or would you do just this? Just the,
Oh, yeah, yes.
yeah. So this is fine. This looks like, do you see again, F, double F, very good, double neighboring, amazing, and then we got another one, right? In this case, you have a G. Wait a second. Oh, right, yes. This is a counterfilmative counterpoint. Sorry, I had a moment of indecision. Okay, in this case, you started with, wait. The canto sumo starts on the G. Okay, fine. And then you have the G. Exactly. That's a very good case. F, A, and B. This is a perfect second species reduced. And yes, because the E.
Maybe F is what I would put. On the third bar. B,
Here.
F. So then go to G.
Well, which is the note that you perceive the most here?
Well, the D, the one I put, was the lip, but
That is the most noticeable, yes.
yes,
But yes, I know, I also would put that. Yes, exactly.
I'm not sure what is it. Is it the most noticeable? Is it the one
Well, it's
we would hope is true?
no, actually, no, it's not about hope. Sorry.
In the previous one, then I'm not sure either. In the previous line system, because I would like to be the F, but it's on the fourth bar,
Wait.
the fourth beat.
Which
1,
bar
2,
is it?
3, 4, 5, sixth bar. B, F. I would like to be the F there, but
Wait,
is it on the
just 1 second because I think someone's something. 1 second. Sorry. I swear someone not. You were saying, Jürgen?
I was saying on the sixth bar, the F, it's on the fourth beat. Is it something?
But wait, the
It
F?
is noticeable. I lied. Okay, it is noticeable. No, it's okay. I take everything back. It is. I was thinking not because only we would like it, because that was the reason we gave me before. Because if we were on the second species, we would put it there, no? Yes.
Yeah,
But
you answer your question.
the noticeable part that now adds up to that. Cool.
Yeah, because this is a change in direction note. Yeah.
Cool.
And this is a change in direction note. So yeah. So it's not a hope. So
Cool.
then you start looking at kind of loopholes in the country.
But I cannot do. That's crazy. I wouldn't do.
I gave an example that does that beautifully. Yes, you can.
But I wouldn't be able to, because this. I wouldn't be able to do this. The third bar.
So this one,
Or the noise.
this.
The third bar. Yes.
Well, maybe G was not the note to go. Maybe it was E the note to go.
Some sort of parallel octaves there. I can feel them.
I can feel a disturbing the parallels. But that's why I want you to think about some things when you do the third species counterpoint.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, you see, this is okay. Okay. A, I would argue that you would go to a B, but you see that if you have A, B, passing, yeah. Then you have, you see that if you go, you have AGA, B, this kind of asks to go to a C.
Yes, but
I'm saying this, what deprive for all this ornamentation, when you take it away and you reduce it, say, oops, maybe it's not that, maybe my structural counterpoint is not that solid. Remember that the first pieces, what they uncover is the difference between what is ornamental and what is structural, what is the what is the expression. So you wanted to go from point A to point B to express it. Now, you have to see what fails. I mean, they have to contribute each other. That is what I want you to see, I want you to learn, and also Iris and also Laura. Yes, that's the crucial thing of the first pieces is the structure and the expression, the what and the how. Yes, and it's much more difficult than the previous ones. Yes, because you add that new layer. Okay. Now Iris.